Hello dear students. So far we have discussed so many concepts under electrostatic potential and capacitance, correct? Like electric potential at a particular point, electric potential energy of two charges, three charges, system of charges, correct? So these are the concepts which comes under electrostatic potential. So similarly, today we will discuss electrostatic of a particular conductor. Okay? So before we get into this, I'll ask one question. So let us imagine a scenario that you are driving a car in a rainy season. Okay? Since it is a rainy season, there is a possibility of a striking of a lightning bolt. Correct? So now, how you can save by yourself to avoid a lightning bolt? How? Whether you are going to sit inside the car or whether you can stand under the tree. So think about these scenarios and you will get the answer at the in between of my videos. So think about this. Okay. Now we'll move on to the first point of the summary of electrostatic of a conductor. So far we have discussed so many concepts under electrostatic. So if I move to the first point, that is inside the conductor there won't be any electric field which is left out. So we have discussed similar concept in the first chapter, that is we have taken on Gaussian surface. So we got that there won't be any electric field inside the conductor. Correct? So there is no charge which is there inside any conductor. So this is the first point I can expect. Okay? Now at the surface of a charged conductor, electric field is always normal to the surface. In the sense what? You know. Who? You. Based on the properties of a charges or based on the properties of electric field, charge can move from wave to wave, from positive to negative. Correct? Now, if I take one surface somewhat like this, if I take a positive charge on the outer level of the particular surface, don't you think, you know, charge can move from wave to wave, positive to negative? Correct? So similarly, this is the direction of the charges which is always normal to the surface. Are you getting it? Don't you think it is normal to the surface? Hope you got it. Why I have taken this as normal over here? This is a small surface. When you take the shape of a earth, and do you think this particular surface of the classroom is curved or it looks like a straight line? It is a straight line. So, compared to the whole volume of earth, with respect to the small point, we can consider this as a straight line. Think about its volume. Got it? So, that's why always electric field is always normal to the surface. Hope you got it. Next point, if I see, interior of the conductor have no excess charge carrier which are at static situation. We cannot find any charges inside the conductor over here. So that's why this is the point which is also valid. So we will move on to the next point, that is electric field at the surface of a charged conductor is, and you are supposed to prove this. How we can prove this? Where E is electric field and this is sigma which deals with what? It is a surface density of a charge. And in the first chapter we have discussed that is different type of charges, that is the linear density of a charge, surface density of a charge. So based on this formula, lambda is the linear density of a charge, that is the Q by L, where sigma which deals with what? Is the charge per unit area. Correct? It is the charge per unit area. So this is rho which deals with what? Charge per unit volume. But the thing is, to prove this, let us take one any kind of a shape over here, somewhat like this. It could be any shape. Choice is yours. You can do anything. You can whatever you want to do. Now the thing is, this is a shape where the charges which is located somewhat like this. All the surface positive charges are located. Now, your job is to find what? Electric field on the surface of any conductor. Okay? So, in electric field, surface of a conductor. So, let us take help of Gauss theorem which we have discussed in the previous chapter. What is the Gauss law says? It is the total electric flux in a closed surface where in a free space is 1 by epsilon naught times 1/epsilon times net charge enclosed in a particular surface. Are you getting? So similarly, to get this, we should have some Gaussian surface. It could be any shape. For time being, I am going to take the cylindrical shape Gaussian surface. Okay, cylindrical shape Gaussian surface, somewhat like this. Based on the previous the discussion of properties of electrostatic of a conductor, whether your direction of electric field is normal to the surface or parallel to the surface, it should be normal to the surface. So can I say from this its the direction of electric field is in this direction. Now your job is to do what? Find electric field at this particular point P over here. Got it? Now this is the area which covers, let us say this area which covers having the area of cross section ds. ds which gives you what? This is the area of cross section. Okay? Now one more formula we have discussed, that is the electric flux. What do you mean by flux? It is a combination of something. Since it is an electric flux, it is a combination of what? It should be combination of electric field lines. So what do you mean by flux? So here what is the formula I can expect based on your flux? Flux which is equal to E into ds, where E which deals with what? Electric field, where ds deals with what? The number of field lines which is passing through this particular area. Are you getting? Hope you got it. This, if I say this is electric field lines which is coming somewhat like this, okay, and which can move from this. So how much it covers? This is the area. Okay, if a number of field lines which is passing through this means, how I can say it is a product of number of field lines passing normally through a given surface. So this is what I can expect based on your flux over here. So what is the formula of flux I can expect? That is phi which is equal to E into ds. Let us say it is equation 1. Now, since we have taken a Gaussian surface of which representation, that is cylindrical in shape, we should suppose to follow the Gauss law over here. What is the Gauss law we have discussed based on electric field? That is with phi is equal to q in by epsilon naught. That is what is the formula? What is the definition which says? The total electric flux where in a closed imaginary surface, where in a free space is how much? Is 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed in a surface. Are you getting? This is how we are supposed to remember. Don't simply by the definition at all. In physics. Now, you know at this particular point, if I say it is the area of cross section, don't you think charge per unit area gives what? Gives what? That is this surface density of a charge. So since we have taken area of cross section as what? ds, so which is equal to q by ds. Hope you got it. So with respect to q, what I can write over here? Q which is equal to sigma into ds. This is how we are supposed to write over here. So let us take, since we know Q which is equal to sigma into ds, substitute in the given equation and get this. That is phi which is equal to sigma into ds divided by epsilon naught. Let us say this is the equation. Okay. Now you compare equation 1 with the equation 2. Since we have a similar left hand side, that is a phi. So what I can write over here? E which is E into by epsilon naught. This is what? Permeability in a free space. We have discussed that one formula. We had that we have started with F which is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Correct? Where epsilon naught is the permeability in a free space. What is the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught we have? That is 9 into 10 to the power 9. That is a Newton meter square per coulomb square. So, which are the two similar term will get cancelled here? That is ds. What is left out over here? That is E which is equal to sigma epsilon naught. Whether we have proved or not. So, this much will be the electric field on where? On the surface of any sphere or any cylindrical shape. Okay? So, this we have proved. Whether your electric field is scalar or vector. And it should be vector, which means it is having some direction that if I write E vector is equal to sigma into epsilon naught into the unit vector n dash. So unit vector is normal to the surface. This is what I can expect based on this particular formula of electric field on where? On where? On the surface of the conductor. Okay? Now next one is electrostatic shielding. Before my discussion, I have asked one question that whether to sit inside the car or whether to stand under the tree during the lightning process, during the lightning bolt. Where to sit? You will get the answer now. Okay? Now, basic definition of electrostatic shielding, which is nothing but it is a phenomenon of protecting a certain region under the influence of electric field. Okay? So, you take one any surface which is a conductor with a cavity somewhat like this. Okay, this is a conductor. As you know, is there any electric field inside the conductor in a cavity? This is a cavity. Okay, this is a cavity where electric field is 0 and this is 0. Okay? Now, where your charges is going to reside, inside the conductor or outside the conductor? It should be outside the conductor, somewhat like this. This is somewhat like this. Now, suddenly you have placed your conductor under the region of electric field, or suddenly if lightning bolt strikes on your car, what happens here? There will be a distribution of a charges will take place. As you know, your electric field is going to move from where to where? From positive to negative. So, if it is so, if I say this is a conductor and this is a cavity, and if this is electric field, don't you think electric field can move from positive to negative? So, obviously, redistribution of the charges will take place in such a way that all the charges is going to reside somewhat like this. Why? Because charges can move from positive to negative, so that attraction will take place. Got it? This is how exactly we are supposed to find electrostatic fielding. So, what should be your answer? Whether to sit inside the car or under the tree. You are supposed to sit if lightning process or lightning bolt strikes on you. If it strikes on the car, what happens? Charges is going to reside only the outer surface of a car. It is not at all going to come inside the car. Are you getting? So, if you stand under the tree, obviously there is a possibility of getting lightning on you. So, better to be safe by yourself by sitting inside the car. Why? Because there won't be any electric field under the influence of any external electric field over here. This is the beauty of electrostatic fielding or electrostatic shielding over here. So, this is what exactly I can expect under this particular concept of electrostatic of a conductor. Okay? Yes, students, we will move on to the next numerical problem. We will discuss how to solve numerical in the simplest way. Okay? So, there is one numerical I have written on the board. We will discuss one by one. There are three charges, that is 2 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb and 6 microcoulomb, and which are placed in three different corner where in a square. So that we suppose to take one square somewhat like this. Okay. Obviously, if it is a square, how many corners it should have? That is the three corners. Let us say A, B, C, and D. Now, what is supposed to find here? That is, what charge must we keep on the fourth corner so that electric potential at the center of the corner is 0. So, can I say it is a diagonal of the square over here? Can I say it is a diagonal? So, what is the charge we can keep at A? That is QA, which is equal to how much we have? 2 microcoulomb. 2 microcoulomb. Micro means what? It should be 10 to the power minus 6. So, what should be QB over here? That is 4 microcoulomb. What about C? That is QC, which is equal to how much? 6 microcoulomb. And QD is how much? Which means what charge is supposed to keep so that electric potential at this particular point should be 0. Now, we will discuss one by one. Let us take this half of the diagonal as R. Okay? What is the length of half of the diagonal is? For time being, I have taken how much? R only. Okay? Now, don't you think the properties which we have discussed under the system of charges, what is the formula we have got? It is the sum of all the charges, correct? So, your job is to do what should be the potential at this particular point Q due to charge QA, due to charge QB, due to charge QC, due to charge QD, so that we can get what charge must we keep at the point D over here. So now we will discuss one by one. We know V0 is equal to 0. Why? Because in the question only they have given. Are you getting? So V0 is equal to, what is the charge? What is the potential at this particular point due to QA? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QA divided by how much? What the distance we have? R. Are you getting? Plus, because this formula we have replaced based on this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Okay? Plus, what is the charge? What is the potential at this particular point due to QB? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QB by R. So similarly, plus what is the potential at this particular point due to QC? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QC by R. Plus, now again you suppose to do 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QD divided by R. We know all the values of QA, QB, QC, only QC, and we don't know the value of QD. Because we are supposed to find at what charge must we keep so that potential should be 0. Correct? No? Now you substitute the value. Can I take what can be taken common over here? So I see the board. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Epsilon naught. And one more term can be taken out. What is that? That is 1 by R. What can be written inside the bracket? What is the value of QA? That is 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus Q into D. Correct? No? Correct? 1 by 4 pi can be taken as what? 9 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 9. Correct? No? Now, if I do so, can I write this is nothing but 9 into 10 to the power 9 over here. So, you know, V0 can be taken as what? V0 can be replaced as what? Because we know potential at this particular point is 0. So, replace V0 as what? V0 as 0. So, if you do so, 0 into anything, 0, 1 into anything, 0. So, similarly, if I bring R to the other side, 0 into R becomes what? 0. What is left out over here? What is left out? So 0, which is equal to, you add 2, since powers are common or powers are same, can be added. So 2, 4, 6, 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus QD, or QD which is equal to what I can write? Minus 12 plus 6. Now, what should be its SI unit? It should be Coulomb. Why? Because we are supposed to find charge at this particular point so that electric potential is 0. Before doing all those things, by looking at the problem only, we will get to know what should be the answer or what could be the answer. That is, if I do the sum of all those things, that is 6 plus 4 plus 2 is 12, and what should be charge? What charge supposed to keep over here? Minus 12, because plus 12 plus minus 12 becomes 0, so that net potential is 0 over here. This is how exactly we can expect this particular problem over. Okay, this is how supposed to solve. Yes, we will move on to the one more numerical, that is this. Okay, this is also kind of easiest numerical that you can find over here. Okay, so we look into the numerical, that is, there is one charge which is having 20 microcoulomb that produces an electric field. That no, if I take any charge over here, there should be some electric field around it. Alright? So similarly, you take one charge which is placed over here. Okay, how much? That is a 20 microcoulomb. Okay. Now, 2 points you are supposed to take. That is from this particular point to, that is 5 centimeter from here to here, and let us say it is a point A, and the point B which is located with a distance of 10 centimeter from here to here. Okay, they are given. See, the 2 points, that is the 5 centimeter and 10 centimeter, away from this particular charge along the straight line on the same side. They didn't give. These 2 points are located with the 2 different sides. They have given, they have taken 2 points along the straight line, this particular region. Okay. Now, what you are supposed to find here is what is the potential at point A, what is the potential at point B, we are supposed to find over here. We will discuss. This is a kind of easiest numerical as per my knowledge that you can solve. What is the formula? We have potential at a particular point, that is V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Correct? Now, your job is to find the potential at this particular point, which are kept with the distance of how much? 5 centimeter. Okay? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the value of Q? I can expect potential at this particular point due to which charge? That is 20 microcoulomb. So 20 micro, what is the value I can expect? That is the power minus 6 divided by, what the distance I can expect? 0.05 meter. So what is the value of V I can expect? What is the value of V I can expect? If I do so, that is around 3.6, and if I do so, we can expect around 10 to the power 6 volt, because 1 by 4 epsilon can be taken as what? 9 into 10 to the power 9, and minus 6 into 10 to the power minus 2 if it goes numerator. So you can expect 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 volt. So similarly, your job is to find electric potential at the point B. You have kept the point B with respect to what distance you have kept over here? That is a 10 centimeter, from where you have kept 20 microcoulomb over here. So what is the formula I can expect? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QB divided by R, and your QB can be replaced by what? You have kept the point B, or you are supposed to find a potential at the point B due to which charge? that is this charge. So what I can expect here is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by, what is the distance you have kept? That's how much? 0.1 meter. So what is the value of this particular variable I can expect? That is 1.8 into 10 to the power 6 volts. Why it is volt? Because it is the potential. Now at the end they have given one sentence, also find the amount of work done by moving the electron from one point to another point. Since it is the potential difference between a point A, point B, what is the formula I can expect based on your potential difference? That is V which is equal to W by Q, or amount of work done which is equal to what I can write? It is W which is equal to V into Q. Correct, no? So since it is a potential difference, since we have a 2 point, it should be VA minus VB. What charge which is moving? Electron is moving. So that what is the charge of electron we have over here? That is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into, what is the VA we have got? That is 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 minus 1.8 into 10 to the power 6. What should be the answer I can expect? W which is equal to, we can expect around 2.88 into, if I do so, we can expect 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Why it is joule? Because there is a work done in the process. That's why. So this is what exactly we can expect if you move an electron from two different potential, which is nothing but VA as well as VB. Thank you very much.